welcome to Chili's.
I go where you go through Armageddon, call I got you.
In today's video, we are going to be doing the Power of Makeup challenge, which is literally half face with makeup and half face no makeup. So as you can see, I'm blank canvas right now. I look dead, but it's okay. So I'm gonna be starting off by drawing a line down the middle. I hope this is the middle of my face. Just like that. Oh, this line's crooked. Okay, whatever. Next step is I'm gonna do this side. I'm gonna do makeup. This side I'm gonna do no makeup. So I'm gonna use the Anastasia pomade for my right eyebrow. So I start off by brushing up my hairs so I can make. Then I grab this thin brush and then I start by making a line on my bottom lash line. I'm stupid. My bottom line, eyebrow line, whatever it's called. And then I'm gonna make the top line. And then I like to have like a nice ombre sort of thing going on in the front. I don't like it to be like boxed. So I take my spoolie and I blend it out till I get it where I want. Then I grab a flat concealer brush and I take the Maybelline Matte Poreless Foundation. I have no concealer right now, which is why I'm not using concealer. But if I did, I'd be using concealer. But for now I'm using foundation as a substitute makeup pack. And then I draw a line all across to create that nice and sharp bottom eyebrow line thing. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I totally need to do my eyebrows. They're in need of threaded. I actually don't mind waxing or threading. I like both. If you have your preference, comment down which one you prefer, waxing or threading, or if you pluck them yourself. Now you guys see how it's nice and clean. And now I do the top. The top is the one I always struggle with, just because like my hands are sometimes shaky. I like that nice rounded sort of thing, but I like the beginning to be more like, I like it to be smaller than the back, whatever it's called. And then I take a Sigma Precision Flat P80 brush to blend out the bottom and the top. Quick makeup tip that I learned from Lexley is you take your hand, and sometimes I have excess concealer foundation at the top and I can't get it out because if I try and blend it out it's gonna ruin the top of the makeup. So I grab the palm of my hand, I just and all you see the shape of my eyebrow, it takes off the excess foundation. Okay, so the next step is primer. So right now I don't have any moisturizer on my face, so today I'm gonna be going with a more moisturizing primer than a more matte sort of blurring primer. So the one that I use for blurring is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer, but because I don't have any moisturizer on, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Hangover RX. This is a mini because I'm broke. Just take a little bit on my fingers and I just I was almost going to put it on the other side of my face. I actually should have done, and I like to prime before I do my eyeshadow, just so when I do my foundation, my face is already primed and it's already dried. I just rub that all over my face. Okay, to prime my lids, I'm going to use foundation. Again, like I said, I would use concealer, but because I don't have concealer, I'm just going to have to use foundation. So I just take a little bit on a flat brush. I just go like that. And then sometimes I use a beauty blender, and then oftentimes I just mostly use my fingers just because it really blends out better. But just for the sake right now, I'm gonna use a beauty blender. And it is a damp beauty blender because when it's damp or moistened, it works way better than when it's dry. I'm done priming my eyelids. I like to set them, and I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless powder. It's not more of a powder, it's like, and I'm using a little sponge. I don't know what they're called, sponges. I just put that all over my lid. Now that we are done priming our eyelids, I'm going to take my Morphe 35O palette, and we're just going to do a sort of simple look. So first we're going to start off with a transition shade, and I am going to be using my Wet n Wild brush. It doesn't have a specific number. It ain't Morphe, no code Morphe for 10% off. And I'm going to be taking these two shades for my transition. I've already got right here, just to sort of get a cool tone, just to get it started. Then I'm going to take my Sigma E39 blending brush. I'm going to take this more tanny color out of, and then I'm going to put that also along here on my crease, my outer, whatever the fuck that is, and just sort of build color. Next, I'm going to take my MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to dip into this orangey shade right here. I'm just gonna put it in the outer shit right here, whatever that area is called, right here. And build it up. What I also do is I add this color right here. I add this color and I just mix those two. They're sort of similar. This one's more reddy orange and this one's just orange. And I'm just going to add that right there in circular motions on the outer crease. And then I'm going to go back in with my Sigma E39 brush. Volt collection. And I'm going to dip in the shade Rush, and I'm going to do that to blend out right here. Ooh. Now for blending, I like to use this Beauty Treats blending brush to blend out that edge right here. I like to use this other Beauty Treats brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Secret from the Ring the Alarm palette right here. I'm going to do that on the outer area right there. I just sort of pack it on there and then I blend it out. I damn near take out my eye doing this. Okay. And now, as you see, I have it packed on there. It looks Still a little bogus, but it's okay. I'm gonna go back into the shade Rush and I'm gonna blend it out. So it doesn't look super dark. And you see it's almost as if I never put any there. I'm gonna go back into the shade Secret and add some more. This time I'm gonna go deeper into the crease to darken that up. And then with my MAC 217 brush again, I'm gonna go back into those reddish orangey shades and put it on top of that dark brown shade to blend it up. So I'm going to do a half cut crease just because that's my preference usually for most of my makeup looks. So I'm going to go into my foundation again to cut my crease. Now the color I'm going to put on my crease is the shade Lolly. It's a very like fluorescent pinkish sort of color. I'm going to be taking this brush. It's a flat brush. I'm just going to really pack it onto the brush and then just start from in and then work my way back. I am going to take my MAC brush and I'm going to go back into those orangey shades and I'm going to shade it in right here, this outer edge, and blend the back in. Well, just blend it in. My Beauty Treats blending brush. Make sure there's no harsh lines. I'm going to go back into the Secret shade, the dark brownish shade, to darken the outer edge. You see now I just need to blend it. And I like to do eye makeup first and then my face, just because I always have issues with fallout, as you see right here. So if I like were to do my face makeup first, I don't want it to get on my face makeup, my eye makeup to get on my face makeup, so I just do my eye makeup. And so because I have fallout, I like to take a wipey and just wipe it all away. Now that we are done with our eye makeup, we are going to move on to face. So I start off with foundation. I'm using the Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. I'm in the shade 220 Natural Beige. I'm not sure if this is my actual color. I can almost never match my foundation color. So now that we have it on, I'm going to take my beauty sponge and blend it all out. And I'm trying to like sort of erase this line right here that I have going on. So as you can see, we have a big difference so far. Like I said, I mean, I don't have concealer, but I do. It's just a tiny bit. So I was trying to save this tiny bit for my face foundation, my face makeup. So I just gotta literally nothing in here. Now I'm gonna take my beauty sponge again and blend out my concealer. Just a heads up, I have a huge potty mouth. I curse a lot and I try not to a lot, but it just comes out and I'm working on it, guys. So I just like to use powders like this. So I'm gonna take that same sponge I used for my eye and put it underneath my eye. Wow, yeah, like there's a mirror. And put it underneath my eye to set all of it. I just do it under my eye, and then for the rest of my face I use a brush. So now I'm going to use my Bond and Hide medium buffer brush to apply it to the rest of my face. And this is a mattifying powder, so it's going to make my face look matte, I guess. And I just do it till I see no shine. So once we are done with powder, we're going to move on to contour, and I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette. And it's, yeah, this thing broke, but I used the shade Dulce de Leche. So I just lightly, because this does a lot comes out, and I'm using a Wet n Wild contour brush. And I just lightly tap, and I just blend away. I don't like for it to look super harsh. It takes a lot of bravery for me to put this, because hey, I look bogus. Hey, I'm looking sexy. And then I go on my jawline to make that jawline sharp, even though it does never look sharp. I literally look like such a catfish. For my nose contour, I like to use a small like blending brush like this. Like I said, I like to go in lightly. I just like to lightly contour my nose. My nose is not that bad. I know there's a lot of people who are insecure about their nose, and it's okay. But personally, me, I like my nose. Just do that. For blush, I'm not really a blush person, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to use blush. So for Christmas, I got like, you know, those like old time like Sephora packages. I got one of those from my deal. And in here comes these blushes. So because I have no blush, this is the only blush I have, I'm going to use these. So I take this big buffered thing, and I go ham. See that? And I just, to make sure I don't have a lot, I smile. Hey. So for highlight, I am going to be using this Academy of Color highlighter. It's like, ooh, it's shiny. So for highlighter, I'm going to take my Sigma E40 brush. It's this nice little blend brush. So I like to be dramatic and extra. My highlight has to be blinding, so I just... Hello? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde estás? You don't see that, right? Brush, like so. I like to do it on my brow bone and the inner corner. I have to cough. Just go in my inner corner. I'm totally not using my mirror, and I'm doing this one. I like to go in my inner corner, just like that. Just bring that shit on. Now, for underneath my eyes, I'll go back in with some of the same colors I used on my top eyes, my lids. So I'm going to use this all over eyeshadow brush. So that's what it says on here. I'm lightly going to the shade Secret. And I'm going to dust that off, and I put it in my under eye where my bags are, because I have no sleep. I get no sleep. And I'm going to just go like that. And then with this brush, you see how it looks messy? You can't have that. So I'm going to go into the shade Rush right here. And I'm going to go over to blend it out. Just like that. I'm going to take more of that highlighter. Just go like that. Just go ham on it. But it's pigmented. She's pigmented. That is mascara. So for mascara, it's the Better Than Sex Mini Mascara. This mascara is really amazing. I freaking love it. I'm just gonna coat that bitch on. Just go ham on my eyelashes. So now that we are done with mascara on my bottom lashes and top lashes, we're moving on to the final step, which is lips. So I'm gonna take a wipey and just wipe off all the foundation I have on my lips. Okay, I'm gonna be taking a different color because the other one didn't work. It's Dubingi. And go over the top. So I really like to get that like Cupid's bow, not arrow, Cupid's bow type of lip shape. Okay. And I'm going to be taking this matte lipstick again from Ulta Beauty because I'm broke. I'm going to be doing the side of my lips. You guys can see this is the final look. So one side you have, hey, just woke up. Then you have, hey, I'm going out, you know, what's up? So this is the final look. So this is, I want to say this is sort of a message to portray that makeup does have a lot of power to our faces. But that in no way means, oh, makeup is to make us a totally different person. Makeup is used for creativity and to express ourselves. At least for me it is. Natural is beautiful, as well as having makeup on is beautiful as well. I feel beautiful both ways. Sometimes I look bummy, I'll be like, ew. But I still feel beautiful regardless, so you guys should too. If you wear makeup, if you don't, you are beautiful regardless. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I go where you go through Armageddon, call I got you.